I can't demand payment because I'm at war with you, but at least I've got that favour. It shall be put to use. We shall win decisively. Alright, that is game, set, and match. You guys are really weak, and the Duke is in prison, so I should really consider making some claims over here. You're allied, but only within your own realm, so that's nothing to worry about. Yeah, you are incredibly weak. I should definitely look towards expanding here. If I grab this, then I should be able to establish the Duchy of Oltenia. I mean, all these duchies are kind of crap. Transylvania looks so much better, but I need a duchy title at least. So, unfortunately, I think this is the one I'm going to have to claim. With my terrible, terrible steward. Speaking of... Wait, was it steward? No, terrible, terrible... Zarista, realm priestess, I suppose. We are the terrible steward. We get extra taxes though, that's very good on the money. I was wondering where all that was coming in from. Construction cost, lifestyle experience. It's just so good being on the court of your own overlord. It's a big selling point in remaining a subject. Have you considered bending to the hoof of these? I did consider bending to Khazaria. It's just that they need to show that they're not going to fall apart quite so quickly. Let's see, while performing duties, there's a secret held by some baron here. He satisfies his hunger with human flesh. Could there be anything more sickening and deranged? Well, my fellow vassal, I think you'll find you need to tell me all about that. And then I'm going to be coming knocking for your money periodically. Might as well just demand a payment for now. He doesn't make money particularly quickly, but I'll be back in 5 years for more. What about the other guy? Is he still alive? Yeah, but he's still in prison, which means he's not making money. Come on, I let your disgusting leper child out, only for them to die. Oh, that's hideous to look at. Least you could do is free yourself and then give me that money. He has the plague, Jake. Catastrophic health penalty. Well, get yourself out of prison so I can extort the last is ailing. How did you even spring up an army? Well, it's of little concern. You're still going down. The way I see it, early on I need to focus on solidifying my realms so that I have, you know, anything to defend with. Then I can focus more on the eugenics program. And to me the eugenics program is really where the game comes alive. Alright, there we go. Only 3 ducats from taking place, but we do have 100% now. None of it's from throwing anybody in prison, so we can just enforce the old demands. Grab the land, which is thankfully still of our religion. I'm going to have to come back for this. It's a shame that it got changed the way it did. And now I should be able to demand your 50 ducats. Stop you being able to build up any kind of strength yourself. I'll be back for the last of your land, assuming you don't get any alliances. As soon as that truce is up. Can chuck away my army. Now I could go out raiding, but again I really don't enjoy raiding in the game, so I'd like to avoid it if at all possible. It's just a real scutter in my view. Next up, Muntenia needs to go down so that I can grab this Dutch. Actually, maybe I have enough to... No, I don't. One of my counties here is in the Transylvanian Alps, so we won't be doing that. But at least I have the money to create the title. So the realm does not have to split just yet. Were you ever my acquaintance? Died in captivity. Was that the guy I had the hook on? Oh yeah, okay, well, should have taken the money when I had the chance, but who would have known? How do I unpin you again? There we go. Alright, next up we got our claim there. There's something going on in the shadows. Well, go and find it, please. Now this place is really low on control, and I do intend to keep it for myself, so if you could please... Masked man. Martial and champ. Well, you're pretty pathetic at that. How can somebody with so much martial be such a terrible prowess individual? Perhaps only they know. Can I switch these things yet? I think I can. Not sure if I want to just yet, but getting some hooks at this point would be pretty swell. And I'm not sure what I'd go for anyway. War Profiteer, Vassal Tax, Taxman, Cornerstones, Meritocracy, Claim Throne against Liege. Yeah, I'm not really keen on that right now. Let's get ourselves some Skullduggery. Yeah, and then try and go for Truth is Relative. Maybe make our way up to Kidnapper if we can. Interesting that my liege who hates me so much wanted me on the council that badly. He must be really struggling for decent stewardship. Or maybe he just hates the... No, he just hates you. Right, King Boris eating yet another faction. My Spymaster has been swayed. My Spymaster loves me. Is there anyone else here really worth swaying? That's my question. Or if I could lay with my wife again, that would be nice. Already my soulmate, so I cannot seduce. Fair enough. Right, local market, merchant from faraway land. Come closer. This merchant might have more to give me than marbles from afar. I really don't want to risk losing lots of prestige. Prestige is your bread and butter as a tribal. Haha. Threaten the merchant here. I'm not spending money on you. You will tell me what you know. And then we get ourselves a tiny amount of progress on this. Are you a powerful vassal that your liege wishes to appease? I don't know if there's a way to check if you yourself count as a powerful vassal. I certainly don't feel like one, but what the game claims as powerful vassal can seem rather off at times. How's my court looking? Do I have any visitors worth knowing? And is it worth me having a court physician? Not so sure about that one. No subjects to extort, sadly. And nothing else seeming particularly worth my time. Let's just can that for now. I already signed a new one there. I think there's a cooldown on that, but I'd love to have a much better Chancellor myself. I just don't. Oh well, carry on. We'll get our claim here soon, and then I will be putting you to so... Well, they built up a bit, haven't they? That could be a problem. Oftentimes, counts end up as powerful vassals because they directly control more than the other vassal dukes. How about that? Lovers. This chaperoo here with plenty of money has taken somebody as a lover. I think that is money. That is very much money, fellow vassal. Where's my money? Well, you know, you are a fellow Slovianska. I wonder if I couldn't put that to another use. Well, none of these old folks, none of these old unimportant folks. Nope, I think it's all about the money right now. Thank you. I really need to check into a mod that changes this so that you actually see things like hooks coming up here. Being able to use your hooks like that. Hang on, I can declare wars? On who? Only everybody. I guess I can declare war outside of my realm of Bulgaria. Like Moldavia. Can I fight you? There we go. We can invade and conquer. Costs piety though, and I am not a pious individual. Can do one invasion per lifetimes, assuming I had thousands upon thousands of prestige. If there was a weak kingdom out there, I could certainly do that. Making someone already in your court a doctor is usually better than sending for one. Usually cheaper at that, but who do we even have in the court? Anyone just visiting here? Well, we got a guest right here. Oh my! Our perfect little daughter, but again, not showing the signs of those traits. Disappointing, Jakoba. But Jakoba's a terrible name for you. Let's give you something else. Gonna call you Derwind. Grow up strong and wise. We need you as the meat shields for the glorious sun. Vladescu Vlad. Grind hunts and feasts for prestige. It's certainly an idea. If I had plenty of that, I might be able to pick a tantalizing target to invade and take all the land from. It's fairly cheap right now as well, probably because we're so tiny and, well, so tiny. Sound that horn and let's try not to die this time. Oh, that was grim, and Naxos just dying during the hunt. You would think it a creature from myth, perhaps a god disguised in animal form, the largest wolf I've ever seen. The beast was wounded, the chase lasted half a day, it's still an imposing sight. So I can get myself a nice hunting trophy. I do want that prestige. Trophy for my daughter? No! Absolutely not. It's by far the most use of your money. Tribals don't do much with money beyond mercs. Okay, one little bribe, and we can get ourselves that unpressed claim. Little worried about your military strength, especially. Well, no, that alliance doesn't really matter much to us, does it? Let's still see it done, and probably worth bigging up our military. Yeah, 150 prestige. Gained a level of fame though, we're actually distinguished. Again, those Koni, powerful as they are excruciatingly expensive on the old prestige. And that's just when they're unraised. When they are raised, they're going to completely throw it down the chute. Oh, right, Onagers are not, however. Unraised maintenance is practically nout, and I do need some kind of siege weapon. So I think I'll get myself some Onagers, and am I at my limit? Oh, I am. Crivens, that's a low limit. Well, I am a believer in bowmen for reasons unknown, so I'll just grab a few more of those and then feel intimidatingly powerful. I'll let those get up to speed and then I'll take the fight to Montania. Should be able to make my my duchy after that and then have my own count subjects that I can extort. So what I'm thinking, at least. Now, I'm not very good at this game, but I am good at enjoying myself in this game. You can marry someone with high learning into your court to be a doctor. Same with getting knights or chancellors. See, I haven't really put out the call for more champions and the like, have I? But that costs prestige, which I'd rather not. Can have ourselves a nice feast, though, which gives us piety, probably because we have the tenant for ritual celebrations. So a feast for piety seems like a pretty good trade there. We'll do exactly that. Welcome, friends. Oh, it's just me and the wife? What a sorry little feast that is. Oh, wow. Gluttonous, but sorry. I'm gonna have to fight for that thirst, even if it costs 50 ducats. This is just really expensive impressing of the wife here. It's just me and the wife, and yet we still ran out of booze. Maybe it's all the better that she's a heavy drinker. Right, I've got a secret out of you, but it's not really worth our time, I think. Well, for some reason I got... I have my wife Kenna to thank for much of the success. I feel nothing but gratitude as she sees the last few guests off. What? I think the witching is coming to us early. We're seeing things. There was nobody else. It was just us. Okay, that truce we have is until 79, which is still a wee while away. I want to take the fight with you pretty much as soon as I can. Recently tortured lunatic. What a shame for you. Let's see, you're already... Oh, they're all up to size here, so I need to have a bit of faith in my own military strength and take you out for my one claim here. Their allies' military strength. See, it says that, but your subject won't help you in this one. Surely, that's how I choose to remember it. If my war is with you, the subject won't get involved. Maybe this one will get involved, but what do you actually have? Bowmen, footmen, lots of levies. I think I outdo that with my own. So if I switch where this is to, say, there, and bring the fight... hopefully he goes for my capital, and then I go and crush him in the mountains after I've already done some damage here. Regardless, though, I do rather want this. Let's take the fight. You know, Jake, that prestige isn't doing much if you don't put it to work. I know, but if I don't have it, then I can't declare wars like this. Not that it took a lot to declare the war. One thing worth considering is that my champions... Oh, well, I don't have many of them, and they generally are all terrible. Could invite some more. Yeah, what the hell, that prestige isn't doing anything if we don't put it to work, right? A ruler in the making. Shihoa is bossy. Good at martial and stewardship. I'm a big fan of stewardship. Less so of martial, to be honest. Alright, bring it down. That's what we have the Onagers for, although they don't do a whole lot. Tribal hold, palisades, county capital. Well, let's hope our not-so-formidable fort can hold out. Who's this guy? 14. I wouldn't mind that, but how do I recruit you to the court? 3 ducats. That might be a bit much, Sunshine. I'll recruit you anyway. Can I also make you my court physician this way? I can. He's got half-decent learning. I'll consider that down the line. But isn't court physician a paid position? I can't remember. Okay, it's under siege. It's got plenty of time to hold out unless we get unlucky with some rolls there. Whereas this one's going down. Thank you, Onagers. Oh, well, actually sounds like they did something pretty good there. I don't want to get crushed on my capital. That would blow. Right, what's going on? My liege has himself a lover. Well now, liege. That is useful to know. He's getting on in his years, so I should probably blackmail the but wait, I've got multiple blackmail on him? Don't know when I picked up the other one. But I should use both, frankly. Ah, good, the wife is pregnant once again. Got ourselves a nice little hook on you. Demand that payment of 50 ducats. Which, you know, could go into some mercs to help me with this war, because this is not going as well as I'd like it to. The child heritage is probably because it's yours. We were a bit monstrous there now, weren't we? I am not liking how it's going on our own place there. I might see if I could split off a tiny army of levies just to maintain the siege, and then go and kick your sorry ass. Did I get any other champions around here? Well, I'm 5 out of 6. That'll have to do. 90 is not enough. It's not, but it should keep its progress at least. And I should have the advantage here, because I'm the one defending it. They've got a better army commander and more men-at-arms counter. Well, that's not very good. I'll have to believe that we can make it. I mean, I could be there. I'm better. I'm reckless as well, though. I don't want to get myself killed in there now, do I? Up to it. Hey, good chance that we could capture the guy as well. Always a welcome one. Let's see, he's forgiving, humble, sadistic, brilliant strategist, so surely he won't let himself be captured. Nice job. Alright, got that. Let's get back, make sure the siege continues our way. And we got ourselves another champion. Oh, even better. Right, welcome aboard. Something isn't clicking in my head here. I can recruit him to court. Well, that's all we get, really. On you go. My champion. Could have done with you in that fight, but I'm glad I took it. I do not like losing my capital and then finding the war ending before you even know it. Now we consider who we have here. Who's so great at learning? My wife, actually. But I don't think I can make my wife a court physician. Oh, we can. Does that stop her from helping us out, though? As a... Well, let's find out. Never gonna know if I don't try. I mean, I can be told, but I will forget. You're still assisting me, you love me, and you are the court physician with your staggering 14 learning. Good, should keep the family alive that bit longer. And God, I'm now the culture head? That's scary stuff. What is even our culture? Oh, it's a sad day to be us. Alright, bring this down. Shame that our capital is only fort level 2. It fell pretty fast, even though they didn't have siege weapons. If they did, things would have gone very grim there. Seems beneficial in this game to have a small culture. That it does. It's easier to be the culture head, and there's far less wastes for you to worry about the lack of development on. Nooks and crannies. Dark night can truly make the shadows of my castles come alive. Perceived risks. If I alone can see them, imagine what da-da-da-da-da. So what does this even do for us? I don't know, but I don't like losing money on nothing, so oh, okay, well that's very much worth it. Jake Palisade's up the wazoo, also makes your men-at-arms better. Quite. Hang on, we could make a fortified tribal hold for loads of money united. Quite a lot more levies, a lot more garrison, a lot more money. But then palisades also give fort level and a bit of levies. I'm not entirely sure this is going to be our capital for very long, though. I think it's going to move here because we're going to make the Duchy of Oltenia. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to hold this ourselves. This is going to be our main place, I think. I mean, we're not really losing out much by moving over, but it's probably worth making the making that change. It's prestige from the Gathering Hall, but it's tiny. Right, this is also mountainous, so I think this is going to end up being our capital. Is it also our culture? Yeah, it's black. Alright, enjoy some palisades. Oh god, it costs 200 prestige to do that. Whoops. Well, it's got to be spent somewhere. Everything costs bloody prestige as a tribal. Enemy ally joins war. What? I did not agree to that. Oh, that's not nice. And I just spent my money. My money. Ooh, okay. Well, that's unpleasant. I mean, you're already busy with some other war. Hopefully you keep your troops on that side. Maybe I can run your units down and then capture the commander to win the war. Otherwise this is going to be far more drawn out than I want it to be. You're probably going to march onto my capital right now, which now has an extra level of fortification, so good luck with that. And then I'm going to charge up there and try to take you down. Re-raise to get the 2 new champions in the army. What, they're not already in there? No, right, we only have the 4 champions. Can I not just re-raise anyway? There we go. Get on over there. Meet up. And once they're locked into here, get going. Another daughter, rather disappointingly. Ah, but this one is pretty. Excellent. Everybody wants the pretty ones, right? Very well. Welcome aboard. We're going to call you Portal Storm with a 0 for unknown reasons. Grow up strong and wise, and perhaps secure us some alliances down the way. Keep on finding those secrets as well. Anyone that I can punch for money, by the way? Doesn't seem so. Increase opinion. Yeah, my liege hates me. He's not going to want to listen to my sways. Alright, come and have a go. Let's hope we can actually capture the bugger here. That would put a swift end to this unnecessary war. Ha! Maimed them. Sadly, these battles are going on longer than I want them to. Well, that looks good. We actually took the son and heir. They're maimed, they're scarred. Critical penalty to health. So we need to finish this war as quickly as we can. This is so off-putting. It looks like we're retreating. But we're not, are we? Are we? Still looks like we are, but we're not. Right, that being the case, it's not even worth our time sieging anything up. We should get a bit of ticking war score from holding the war target. Although I could chase them down to slaughter them, it's attrition to do so. Let's just hold out here, get the war finished up, secure what we have, and create that duchy title. Which actually, I do have the dosh for. Lovely. So we will be able to establish ourselves as a duchy. Great. The 0 is for pizzas. I don't know what you mean, Play 2. But when do I ever? Apparently I'm being raided, but I'm not seeing it. I think my overlord maybe is being raided. No point even chasing the fight there. We're getting our ticking war score. I do like how quickly it ticks up, though. As Count, as if that holds much weight here, we are a mere Count. We've been obligated to attend a local wrestling tournament. Alright, WWF already. Contestants have been delayed. The tourney won't start for at least another hour. But the Baron is here, and as always, he's being an insufferable lout. An insufferable wounded eunuch lout. His constant complaining is making everyone even more miserable. On the other hand, this could be a good opportunity to eavesdrop on the conversation of other attendees. Push Drago Man into the horse's water and liven things up to make him my rival. Ooh. And he'll probably die, right? Discover a random secret. I can't roll my R's, says Kronos. You have no idea how envious I am. It's a cultural trait, after all. Right, this guy's going straight into the water. He might hate me, but that's all the better, because when he dies, I'm going to feel good about it. And we have won the war, so we enforce our demands. So be it. And hey, our realm is united in faith, at least. Good lord, that orthodoxy is spreading like a disgusting plague, though. I need to grab more of this land before it all converts away. That would be very sad. Right, we also... No, we already caught you, but we released you as part of the agreement. 18 prowess. Welcome aboard. You are very much recruited to my court. Gotta spend money to make money. And in this case, we're spending it on creating the county of Tarag something or other. No, that's the de jure capital, right? We're creating this duchy. Duchy of Oltenia. Wonderful. Gives plenty of prestige at that. And now a mighty duke. Right, what are we going to do as duke? I think first thing we want to do is move our capital over here. So that the realm doesn't completely break apart. How do I do that again? Move realm capital there. Yep. Sadly, I think you were the one that got that fort level bonus from the event, but that's alright, this one will have the palisade before too long. Right, first order as duke is of course to extort our subjects. No vassals of count rank or higher, so we're going to need to make one. Then again, we should hold on to all these lands ourselves, right? If we have the domain limit for it, there's little point in giving this land away. I guess except to extort my subjects. Well, you know, when we take the county of Severin, which we will quite soon. Oh, you allied another count. I can take you both on, it's no big deal. No big deal. There we go. Working our way up here. Doubled our holdings, increased in rank. Sadly, to increase in rank again would probably prove folly. Because then we won't be subject to the safety of Bulgaria. And then Bulgaria would probably outright attack us on the grounds that we are not we're not orthodox. And I don't really have the power to stand up to Bulgaria just yet. Link says it's great to see the Duchy of Oltenia on the map. Oltenia. Right, need to wipe out this count though, they're getting in the way. Grant Vassal. Greetings, my implacable, implacable, something. I've decided to make Severin your vassal. Damn right. You know why? Because he is de jure under my duchy. So what can I do but accept? Well! Count Janos of Severin. You see, we have a time-honored tradition here in the long-standing Duchy of Oltenia that all subjects should, of course, show their piety towards their lord, empty the pockets, and empty them now. The very purpose of my vassals is to support my efforts. While they already pay taxes for the privilege, I cannot help but think of how much more I would earn if they all chipped in just a little more. Great wealth for me, at barely any cost for them. Perfect solution? But why take a little when I can take a lot? Oh my, like a tyranny. I don't even have subjects that'll hate me for this, so why indeed take little when I can take lots? Thank you kindly. Powerful vassal expects a council position. Powerful vassal, look at this joker. Not happening, I'm afraid. Ugh, look at this kiddo. Orthodox. I wonder, can I then arrange guardianship of your kid? Might be a little late for this, but yeah, he doesn't want any of that because of the opinion. I might be his liege, but that's not enough, especially if I'm going to convert their faith. Okay, can I perhaps demand your conversion? He might accept, probably will not, and then I won't be able to do anything about that. He still hates my guts. Yeah, the child is terrified though, so it'd be good for me if you died pretty quickly. Victory. Yes, I know we had victory. Wasn't that great? Get rid of that. Oh, I was wondering why I had this weird outline, but no, it was the Kingdom of Moldavia. What am I thinking right now? I'm thinking, don't I have anybody else? Oh yeah, I haven't blackmailed you for that other hook to get the rest of your money. But you don't have a lot of money to give me. In fact, you're hemorrhaging money right now. Still, couldn't hurt to blackmail you further. Child heritage. I know you're a bastard, but what about the other children you have? Yeah, I might as well. He already hates me. There are other hooks we have, but we can't really put them to use because they don't have any money for us. Then there's you, of course, but I can't use this until 79. I could arrange some kind of swell marriage with you. The payment isn't a lot of money though, that's the shame. But you're already pretty old, so I should make use of it whilst I can. I'd love to change my obligations to you, but whilst you are feudal, I am not, and I can't change that while I'm an unreformed pagan. Is there any awesome marriage? Nothing that you would surely take. That hook might be able to get through some stuff, but you know, if I wanted to arrange your marriage, for example, they wouldn't have any of it. Even with the hook, it only shaves 100 off. Ugh, lisping. Nobody wants that. Then again, that's your heir, right? What about one of the others? Yeah, still not having any of that, especially not matrilineal. So no, I think my daughters are alliance fodder for now, and my one son will go on to continue the Vlad legacy for now. Was the enemy's son allowed to go free as part of the peace deal? Oh yes. It would be a bit unfair if you could get the war score from holding them and then not let them go free at the end of it all. Okay, without anything better to think to do, I'm just going to demand some payment from you. 26 ducats is hardly a lot, but better than nothing right now. Oh, by the way, are you good at anything? You're really good at diplomacy, actually. I don't have a problem with somebody really good getting the job, even if you do hate me. So, there you go. Please improve my relation with yourself while you're at it. Marshall's improving county control. We're still working on secrets. Yeah, I'd say this is all right. Why am I learning these secrets of people that just don't matter? I think the best thing I could do is invade somewhere like Moldavia. Moldavia's got very little speaking for itself, but they do have a fair few allies, unfortunately. I could also look to places like Rushka. Rushka is my religion, which is really good. They're also pretty weak, and they're currently defending in numerous wars, so it could be well worth my time gunning you down with an outright invasion. Unfortunately, I can only do it once per lifetime and it's much too expensive, so instead I might consider... Oh right, I need to be at least illustrious to do that. And I'm a ways away from that. Single counties on their own don't seem that worth my time now, do they? Well, you know, better in my hand than anybody else's. How's my strength looking, by the way? That's pretty good. The better your prestige, the more you get from your subjects as a tribe, right? I think that's right. It goes away to explain why I have as much as I do there. Okay, truth is relative. Let's start thinking about making up some lies, especially if we do it somewhere like the Byzantine Empire. Then again, it can cost more than you get out of it. Well, we'll consider it. Correct, Jake. Good to know. Right. I do not have a lot of piety. Could I go on a pilgrimage to get a whole lot more? Dangerous though it may be. 100, 125, 50. 100, 100. Oh, no. A pilgrimage to Novgorod. What do you need to adopt feudal ways, Liege? I need to have an organized religion, which I do not right now, and I refuse to go orthodox, even if it is trapping us in here. Right, let's take the long pilgrimage, get as much piety as we can, and liquidate that piety in attacks on the Duchy of Rashka, and perhaps... oh, right, you've become part of Bulgaria, and you are part of the Byzantine Empire. That's a problem. I don't particularly want to border the Byzantine Empire, because they won't like me, and they would definitely win in a fight against Bulgaria in order to take my land, so I should consider keeping the Byzantine Empire at a safe distance whilst conquering more of my Slovianskan lands. That still puts you as the main target for me, and then also considering reaching up here. What about you? Oh, you're Catholic. God, where did you stray so badly? Moldavia's laundry list of allies is a bit of a shame, and I'm not in a... I mean, I already started out my career murdering, but I'm not sure I'm wanting to go for that just yet. Vidin is... Wait, no, Vidin isn't powerful at all. How are you so pathetic right now? It's beyond me, but I might want some of that land. Just don't want to grab more Orthodox land. It's not going to do a lot for me till I convert it. Which could be painstaking. Oh, then again, you know, I did take this land. What I could certainly consider is limited tribal authority, so I can imprison them. Tribal rulers with non-tribal lieges may settle. I don't like that direct vassal opinion, but we should probably be working our way up here anyway, so let's pass that law if nothing else, because it's one of the requirements needed to actually to adopt feudal ways. It's pretty crippling that you have to be an organized faith, but I guess it's forcing the progression. That murder was totally an accident. Accidental murder is still murder. Don't forget it. I need to think. I certainly do want to attack you, but what for and where? This is an incredible county. Look at all the holding spaces there are here. Not to mention, it's another mountainous thing to have there. But I'd probably just throw a single count over there. Let them sort things out. Serbians. That is my faith, after all. So are you. I do want to expand, I'm just not sure if that's the best way to go about it right now. Well, it expands Bulgaria, so that's pretty good. Check what they're fighting for, you will inherit those wars. Let's see. Holy War for the county of Soli, which is there. And the Holy War for the county of... Podi something or other. Yeah, this one, Poderne. And the Ducal Conquest of Verbosa. Yeah, the way I see it is these are fights against... oh, well, one of them's against the Byzantine Empire. Can't forget that that's held by the Byzzies. But Slavonia is independent. If they were to fight against someone that, well, me in the end, I could always tell my big old overlord to take care of it for me, I imagine. Still, I'm pussyfooting around here. Should I be fighting you for that or not, you seducer? It's not difficult to desire. The true challenge is to be desired. I think I do, although internal management should be a priority. I want to expand and expand some more. Then again, that's not even in the right direction. Right, I need to work my way towards 3 holy sites, or else I'll never be able to reform this unfortunate religion. And Moldavia is going to be a real pain. What with those alliances? Let's see, this one doesn't matter actually. Let's consider truthfully what we're dealing with here. I'm really only worrying about the alliance that you have with the Magyar Confederation, who is powerful. So what I should look into is why you have that. Marriage between some guy and some 12-year-old girl. Doesn't look good for killing you. Looks better for killing you, but still not amazing. And terribly not secretive. But if I can end that alliance, I should strike Moldavia fast to probably take the holy site, so that it's actually safe in my, and by extension Bulgaria's holding. I change the objective to whichever one this is. Yeah, Barlad. Seems a little risky, but probably for the better. So let's kill that dangerous alliance and then gun down Moldavia. That's what I'm seeing. Oddly enough, the 57-year-old's the easier one to kill than the betrothed 12-year-old. Let's make it happen. Oh yeah, I forgot that fabricating as a hook is something that can be done. But doesn't it cost to do that? Yeah, well, I'll also abandon my murder scheme. Let's try not to do that. Alright, whilst that murder is taking place, we ourselves are going to create the greatest alibi. Doing something very pious. Heading up to Novgorod. Get the very idea that... yeah, that cannot be a fun journey. Starting in August, no less. I'm quite curious to see what the Hungarian migration is all about. Pilgrimage, love thy neighbour. One evening around the campfire, someone loudly declares heathens to be abominable monsters in the eyes of gods, deviants, child murderers all. Do you not agree, Duke? I don't want to be sympathetic to these heathens. I may be cynical, but I don't have any stress to talk for anyway, so I might as well not trust them at all. What if they migrate into your lands? Well, that'll be interesting, won't it? Don't know how to deal with it, but we'll have to deal with it. Goodness, getting that extra income from being on my... oh god, we got sick along the way, that's not good. It seems I have not taken well to all this travel. Perhaps the strange lands filled with unfamiliar air, or my furs are not warm enough. Cough has been persistent. I could barely muster the strength. Do I have the strength to continue on? Oh, come on, we gotta go. Traveling whilst ill has greater health risks. Too bad. We have a glorious heir anyway. Just to be sure, though, the Empire won't crumble apart on succession, right? No, male preference ensures that Sihoa gets it all. Although they'll be quite at risk there. Right. I'm finally here. Body, soul, great temple of Hol Magaror. Offers me blessings. I reflect on everything that happened. A lot of walking. And a lot of piety. Swell. Alright, well at least my fellow faithful folks like me a bit more, but we're running a tad low on those. Level of devotion, no less, as well. Faithful. And we're back home. We're still a touch ill, but we should be fine. Besides, our wife, our well-educated wife, should nurse us back up. The weird O is kind of spelt as th, says Lincoln Trends. Well, why isn't it spelt as th, then? Riddle me that, Riddle Master. Right, I marvel at the fine weave. Wouldn't a carpet like this muffle the trending of feet or conceal steps of bumbling agent as we attempt to murder the Grand Prince of the Magyar Confederation? What, you actually rule the whole thing? Huh, must have missed that part. You know, I would probably quite like that. Of course, there's a chance he gets super vigilant. Nah, I think I'd rather have it. I want that prestige. I should, however, look into, for one, having our spy master help out. Well, maybe when they're done with that, if I can remember. But also actually invite somebody to the cause, provided they don't cost too much money. Ha, 14 ducats, that's well worth anybody's time. Yeah, to bring a couple of people in just to make that war a bit easier for me seems worth our time. There we go. Wonderful. Khazar has not exploded yet, although I'm confident it will explode at some point, always seems to. Alright, hopefully get you killed, annul that alliance, and then Moldavia's holy site shall be ours. Very well, you know best, and although the scheme is going fine, or as well as it can without you, I'm still going to put you on because sometimes people can drop out of a scheme and you miss the notification, and then before you know it, you've been discovered or failed or whatnot, so get on that, please. Oh, okay, well, so much for that. It was meant to be 95% secret, but now it's not. Wonder if I could invite somebody else to help us out with that. No. Looks unlikely that we'll be able to get the bugger, but we can try. I mean, I can always try to kill the girl as well. Unfortunately, he's feeling fine even at that age. Yeah, see, there we go. I bribed somebody in and they've already left the scheme. How dare you? You're meant to be a genius. You just took the money and ran. Maybe that's why you are a genius. Okay, but now this thing is not going to work. Well, I could convince somebody else if I wanted to pump out loads of money. But I'm not sure this is worth pretty much all of my money. I mean, how much do you give? You give quite a bit success chance, but it's reduced considerably due to being exposed. No, it's probably better just to sack the whole idea. Gutted. Then let's just abandon that. Of course, I could kill you off instead. It'll take a bit longer, but maybe somebody else wants you dead. Oh god, also costing loads of money. There we go, let's try that then. Investing in the future here. Let's see if that goes a bit better. This is one expensive thing for us, but I just want to be able to invade Moldavia for that holy site. The things people do to save a buck. Oh. Oh, what's going on now? Ruler changes faith. Which rulers? Ah, the Tengris are changing away, but to Christiani. Not a faith I'm familiar with, but they are evil, so they gotta go. Ah, there we go. No longer ill, because we're back to our own glorious lands. I'm not making any claims on nearby land, which is a dang shame. I'm also not making loads of money. Again, I could be raiding, but I don't particularly enjoy raiding, so I'd rather not. I could make a fair bit of cash invading the likes of Croatia, though I know that much. It's right there and ripe for the taking. It doesn't make a lot of sense not to do it right now, unfortunately. Alright, where are we going to start here? Whoa, now, almost forgot. You have to enable the raiding first. We'll be able to bring back 90 ducats to offset some of what we spent on this murder spree. Castrul says, what is the goal here exactly? Who's probably not looking at the title. It says, goal, become king of Wallachia, make witching a legal doctrine, and have a court full of witches. I'd rather not get involved here, nor spend the money, but we do need that scheme success chance, so let's give it a go. Excellent. It might seem a fairly simple task, but in order to do that, well, becoming the king means breaking free of Bulgaria. Making witching a legal doctrine means that we have to change our tenets here and reform the faith, which means we also need to grab at least 3 of these holy sites, which is probably going to be a bit unpleasant for us. All the while surrounded by orthodoxy. Man, even Catholics seems to be making gains here. It's going to be a rough ride being unreformed pagan for a while. Well, let's just celebrate it by growing raiding for a bit. Oof, reputation for underhandedness. Happened in spite of your spymaster's average intrigue skill. Feels like a crap shot, these events, but hey-ho. Don't you want to consider a different religion, like Tartosism? Don't know what you mean by that, but oh god, we get discovered again? We are not having a good run with the murder. Alright, well, the murder isn't coming together. We'll have our chance down the line. We did, however, grab ourselves a prisoner here. And the liege is pretty loaded. You know what that means. I wish I knew what was better, the bucks there or the weak hook. I think the weak hook's only going to amount to 50 as well. But I need to know. In any case, we should... No, I don't want to go there because it's already under siege. I should just continue along raiding what I can. Gained a favor hook on you. And if I were to milk that from you, it's just 50 ducats, so 50 either way. Well, I do need that money. So straight away we've made back a lot of the money we wasted trying to murder a couple of folks. Just by... Whoop. Oh man, that gets me all the time. I want to right click to dismiss this stuff, but if you have an army selected, it moves the army underneath. Talto, what is the Hungarian Magyar religion? Jake's got a few special events too. No, I want to make my own religion here. I need it in order to get the witches going. Yeah, the whole making your religion system is pretty damn good. Virtues, for what it's worth, just, gregarious, and honest. Arbitrary is a sin? How could it be? I can't stand by this. That's already been mugged, so let's go and loot Bezhina. Plenty of dosh to be had there, and then it sets our sights on Croatia. Taltoism has witchcraft accepted already, and has holy sites in better locations. Well, I'm not seeing it. Maybe if it becomes an option, we can consider it, if it does have the witches there. A little experimentation from our spy master. I've just finished my retelling of a tale about a rather curvaceous pastry. when I see an untoward gleam in her eye. Thoughts of blackmail race unbidden to my mind. Perhaps Stana is actually a little keener on this subject than... A rather curvaceous pastry. It's probably good to be friends with my spy master, but 42 with lover's pox. The odds aren't good enough here. I'm not sure we're that into pastries, but it would be nice to be friends with my own spy master. If it comes to that, I think we need another event that brings friendship a bit further forward. Spiteful acts. Baron Dragaman's squeamishness has always bothered me. Well, he is my rival. What does he even do, though? I know he's my rival, but what's he doing all the way over there? The barony of... Jeez. Write a witty poem mocking his many failings. Call it his uncouth behavior directly to his face. An intrigue challenge, and I'm not that hot at intrigue. I do, however, seem to have a strong hook on the guy. Why am I not demanding all of the money out of him, I wonder? Ah well, let's try with the rumours. Now what I can do is have you switch over to intrigue for a +4, which might make that more likely to work. By the way, you also owe me some money. Yeah, geez, another problem. Unorthodox doctrine from my court chaplain.